I was born Akin Akinozu on September 22, 1990, in Ankara, Turkey. The only child of actress and voice artist Özlem Akinozu and restaurant owner Tamer Akinozu. Art flowed in my blood from the very first breath. My maternal grandfather Shurya Eren was one of TRT's first TV presenters, and my great-uncle Suha Eren is known as the father of Turkish documentaries. Yet, that legacy came with invisible weight. I was named after my grandfather, who passed away 2 years and 2 days before I was born. Even as a baby, I carried his name like a quiet promise I didn't fully understand. Instagram childhood was a beautiful but lonely chapter. As the only child in a family split between art and business, I felt the pressure early. My mother spent long hours in dubbing studios, giving voice to foreign heroines on TRT screens. I would sit beside her sometimes, mesmerized by her talent, but her absence left a quiet ache. My father, juggling restaurants and earlier government roles, expected discipline and excellence. I attended Ankara TED High School, excelling in studies, yet inside I wrestled with the question every only child knows too well: am I enough? Or am I just carrying everyone's dreams? There were moments of emotional fragility, feeling overshadowed by the family name, the unspoken expectation that I had to prove myself in a world already filled with artistic giants. I learned early that love and legacy could be both a gift and a burden. YouTube at 18, I flew across the ocean to the University of California, Berkeley. For 6 years I immersed myself in applied mathematics, solving equations late into the night, searching for certainty in numbers because life felt so uncertain. Living alone in a foreign country brought its own emotional breakdowns. Homesickness hit hard. I questioned everything. Was I running from the artistic pull in my blood? Elective art classes became my secret refuge. I realized there was mathematics in acting too. Timing, rhythm, solving the emotional puzzle of a character. My mother, despite her initial fears for such an unpredictable path, became my biggest supporter. "Follow your heart, my son," she would say in late-night calls. That encouragement saved me from giving up. Turkish drama. I returned to Turkey determined but scared. Small roles came first. Mas in the 2014 short film Azrail, Ivan Ali in Muhteşem Yüzyıl, Kosem, Yunus in Arkadaşlar Iyidir, Murat in Aslan Alam, and Omer in Payata. Abdulhamid. Those early years tested me deeply. Some whispered, nepotism, because of my mother's name. Others said I was just a handsome face. The criticism stung. I trained rigorously, boxed to stay grounded, and kept my English fluent as a bridge to bigger dreams. There were nights I doubted myself completely, wondering if I would ever be seen for my talent, not my last name. Wikipedia then 2019 arrived like a storm. Herkai. I became Miran Aslanbi, a man shattered by revenge yet redeemed by love for Rayyan. The series exploded worldwide. Millions cried with us, shipped Raymir, felt every betrayal and passionate glance. Overnight, fame hit like a wave. International fans flooded in. The reactions were intense. Some early skeptics turned into loyal supporters, while the pressure of sudden spotlight brought new emotional cracks. Yet the love from fans healed so much. My Instagram, @Akinozu, grew to over 3.5 million followers. People from every corner of the world sent messages of strength, especially during my darkest times. That global support became my anchor. Instagram after Herkai, I chose depth over speed. Simul in Kaderaman Oyunu, Umut in Tuzak, Kilik in Yaban Sisiklari, and now Timur Aslan in Valiat. Each role pushed my limits. But behind the screen, life brought the deepest fractures. In 2024, my beloved mother Özlem lost her long battle with cancer at just 59. She had been my first true love, my childhood, my home. Watching her fight, being by her side through treatments, and then saying goodbye at the funeral, I couldn't stop crying. I felt I had lost a piece of my soul. The pain was indescribable, a raw, gut-wrenching grief that reminded me how fragile everything is. Fans around the world flooded my social media with love, prayers, and shared memories of her voice work. Their messages carried me through the darkest days. "We are with you, Akin," they wrote from every continent. That support turned my sorrow into strength. Facebook +1 around the same time, my 7-year relationship with Sandra ended. Another heartbreak layered on top of loss. I kept my private life guarded, focusing on work, fitness, boxing, and my dog Archie, who became my quiet companion. Yet through every emotional breaking point, childhood loneliness, early career doubts, sudden fame's weight, and these devastating personal losses, I rose again. The fans never left. Their comments, edits, and global campaigns reminded me why I started. To tell stories that heal. Today, at 35, with new projects on the horizon including a big screen role in The Most Beautiful Girl in Martin alongside Tuba Büyüküstün, I stand stronger. From Berkeley classrooms to international screens, from quiet tears in Ankara to millions of hearts worldwide, my journey is one of transformation, resilience, raw passion, and unbreakable family bonds, even when broken. Every role carries a piece of my soul. Every fan message fuels my fire. This is not just my story. It's our shared odyssey of love, loss, revenge, redemption, and rising again. I am Akin Akinozu, and the best chapters are still being written, with all of you by my side.
Answer to it all.